I'm Madden Rebuild Warriors. My name is David, and today we are bringing week one of franchises. The New England Patriots are a franchise focused team, and they take on the Houston Texans, who look to rebound from franchise's 2024 season where they fell back. But the rosters have been reset to about 85-90% accuracy. Then you add in free agency. The New England Patriots really went hard in the paint when it comes to free agency. They have a great team, especially on defense. Now, offense, I think they have some good players, but the overalls aren't there. Let's take a look at the New England Patriots. Before we get into the game, Drake May, a superstar. I don't think he's going to be that good in the NFL, given his inconsistencies, but this is kind of a fantasy, so he's a superstar. He was a third quarterback taken. Ramondre Stevenson. I wish we had better running backs. We could have, but the Patriots decided to go with Ramondre Stevenson long term. They brought in Patrick Ricard. Mike Williams came over on a free agency after leaving the Jets. We got Jalen Polk, who's also their slot guy, just a really great guy catching, and Javon Baker, um, big time upside. Uh, just some issues made him drop in the draft, but the New England Patriots have some great wide receiver core here. KJ Osborne, another backup guy in the slot, really, really solid. So they got some really solid pass catchers, and then I think Jaheim Bell will take a step forward come year two. A lot of people in the know liked him, and I see this smaller, undersized tight end that's super fast having a big year, especially in year two. Bakhtiari's here. He went in the free agency because the Packers couldn't keep him. I know he retired in real life, but he came back and he came to the Patriots. He really wanted to come to the Patriots, so we signed him. The rest of their line's still pretty intact. Cole Strange, David Andrews, City So, and Mike Onwenu. I wish we had a better O line. Let us down a lot last year, but it is what it is. Now here's where the big guns come in. They signed Phillips in free agency to go with Chase Young, really boost up that pass rush, and their first pick in the second round. They lost their first round pick because they traded for, you will see in a minute, uh, Jamarian Patrick. He is a superstar hidden development. Actually, I think he's had his development revealed now. Then you got Christian Barmore and Keon White, kind of a little late in the D tackle, but the ends are great. They got Taki, Marquise Bell they signed, and Nick Bonito came in free agency along with EJ Speed. So their linebackers are a little weak, maybe a little weak up the middle, but they traded for Tyreek Woolen last season with their first round pick. Brought in Taron Johnson in free agency. Of course, they have Christian Gonzalez already here, Marcus Jones, Marco Williams. Jabril Peppers is here, along with a decent backup at free safety, Caleb Poe, Kyle Duggar, and Marte Mapp, who is pretty much a sub linebacker on the field at all times, is here. Chad Ryland and Bryce Behringer. Now we're playing the Texans, and of course, pretty much their squad here. Really good team. One of the higher offenses. CJ Stroud, 90 overall. X Factor, Damian Pierce. Um, Fullback's a little weak, but they have Stephon Diggs still, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Noah Brown, John Mechie. Great wide receiver core. Of course, Dalton Schultz. And Kate Stallworth is a really, really interesting prospect. I really like him. He had a great season for us on the Chargers 2024, but we had to make rosters accurate. Keon Green. Oh, did we skip? They got Tunsil, so that man right there. Mitch Morse came here in free agency. Shaq Mason. And Blake Fisher gets the boost, one of their draft picks. So they have a great offensive line to go with Will Anderson, Khalil Mack coming here, wing chasing. Of course, they picked up Daniil Hunter from the Vikings. Tackle a little light. Christian Harris, Juwan Bentley came here in free agency to go with Aziz Al Shahir. The rookie Austin Carman, go with Stingley, Lassiter, Jeff Okuda, Spencer Stewart's a rookie coming into this year with Petrie. And, they bring Bullock, but they got to fix that. They got to put him there, even though sadly he was it him? No, it was a guy from the Vikings. My bad. Never mind. Bullock's starting here. Duh. What are you doing? What are you talking about, dude? So they got a nice little safety core here. This is gonna be a tough matchup for our Patriots. They had a tough schedule last year. They're in a tough division. They got the Dolphins, who just won the Super Bowl. Of course, you got the Bills. So this should be a real tough one. The Jets are much improved. It's going to be a tough struggle. Dolphins already won up on us, so I think it's going to be a good game, but I'm leaning slightly Houston here. But without further ado, let's get into it. Not wasting any more time. I'm excited for this one. Oh, also, you should know that as of right now, the Patriots are in the Miami Dolphins playbook. It was between that and the Raiders playbook, which I really like. Sneaky playbook. So as of right now, they're going to be in Miami. They could switch to um, the Raiders, but the only problem with the Raiders is they kind of force feed one player on the team. So I'm not really sure if I want to go there, but I do like the Raiders as an offense. Anyway, hope you enjoy the game, and we'll see you at the end of it.
It's Madden NFL 24, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Texans and the Pats. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the New England Patriots. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason, has all led to this moment when they officially kick this one off to get the season underway.
And the kicker, Chad Ryland, has this one teed up, and we are underway. Off we go in Foxborough. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year, wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 20-yard line. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Patriots are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Ryland now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got
plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And now it's second down. Stroud. Got a man. It's Collins complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Stroud. And this is going to be incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it. And that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Now a 3rd and 6. They'll set up a throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston set to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not...
And now off to the races down the right side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 44 yards for him on the ground in this first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go right back to Pierce. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there, and it's second down. Pierce takes it straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Pierce will try to pick it up. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes the toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots ready to get the football back. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. Big play there for New England. 42 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. Now back to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react. Stevenson is into the end zone. Touchdown, New England.
So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now Ryland for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was polished off by a Ramondre Stevenson touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 33 yards that time.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. This one left side caught by Collins. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. On 2nd down, here's Pierce. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
To Pierce, they set up the screen. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he get the 1st down.
That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Possession back to the Patriots. Ramondre Stevenson headed out with the offense. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the 1st half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. First and 10, it's Stroud. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. A huge play there for Houston. 44 yards. On 1st down, here's Stroud. To the right side and caught by Dell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Again, it's Stroud. That's complete to Dell. And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Stroud to throw it. This will be caught at the 2. And the Texans are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Pierce. Touchdown, Houston. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play, and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Now 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 44-yard line.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. They'll look to throw here. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Patrick Jones, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. And Stroud now to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact, one of time there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return, and that will come the offense as they take over. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A 2nd down throw now from Stroud. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call.
Ball start, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
Like how they started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. The Texans send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. New England's offense set to go. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. On the handoff, Stevenson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They'll set up a throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. Taking a shot for Dell here. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Stroud now on 2nd down. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
Pierce now up the middle. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Stroud. And his throw here is incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well?
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Keon White able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. The Texans send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. New England trying to get a place on offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Back to throw here. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Will Anderson in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to them. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And he's going to go down again. Patrick Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time.
And the Texans will take over.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Another carry for Pierce.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Stroud on 3rd down now. That is caught. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Stroud off the play fake.
He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Stroud.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, you have no doubt about that one because even though he hasn't left the pocket, he's got a receiver in the area, so it's not grounding, even though there was no way that ball was going to be caught.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Defense.
So it was already a gain on the completion, but tack on some more with that penalty.
Absolutely, and no matter what angle you're making the tackle from, you can't grab the face mask, and that's just putting your defense on its heels just a little bit more.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Play action. Stroud now.
Gets to the left sideline and incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
A shotgun snap to Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff, Stevenson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. Back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll look to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Ramondre Stevenson with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Patriots are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. And those 3 rushing touchdown games in this league, you know darn well, those are hard to come by. They're becoming even harder to come by as the years go by, aren't they?
Isn't that the truth? It doesn't matter what you do in terms of game planning. You may be a run-first team, but you're running against an NFL defense. That's some of the biggest, fastest, best athletes on the planet. Hard to do. Cherish that moment, even as he's eager to add to that total.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw taken in by Collins. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down. And Stroud now to throw. It's complete to Diggs. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. On second down, it's Stroud. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
On third down, here's Pierce. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Stroud working out of the gun. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Stroud. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run this one in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And his kick is indeed good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Patriots now down by 2, 34 seconds to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
And he's going to pick up a first down here as that clock continues to run.
He's back to throw. Incomplete, 7 seconds remaining.
Well, you have to expect in this situation that the defense is going to be playing the perimeter. They don't want any easy passes out there where someone can grab it and step out of bounds. So that was excellent work there to force the incompletion.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.